American democracy under threat because of this stuff?
Under threat? Does it exist, Mark? I don't think it exists. It's a veneer. It's the end of the Roman Empire. You have the symbols, the iconography, and the language of a democracy, but internally corporations and oligarchs have seized all of the levers of power.
There's free speech, and then there's hate speech.
There's free speech, and then there's hate speech. This is the Attorney General of the United States, the Chief Law Enforcement Officer of the United States. There's no sentence that Charlie Kirk would have objected to more than that.
This is the hard truth that the right needs to hear, because you are, and all of us are, going down a path that is going to be horrible for everyone, and people are too stupid to realize that this situation is occurring right now with Charlie Kirk and all this canceling culture and all this craziness taking place is in fact exactly what the powers that be want to happen, and too many people are so blinded by their hate from the left to the right, from the right to left, that they are falling right into the old playbook of divide and conquer, and the people in charge, the corporations, are here to take more power and take more money and take more of your freedom away from all of us, and we need to wake the fuck up. And I would like you to all listen very carefully, because this isn't some stupid Call of Duty hate. This is your life and the future of Western democracy at hand. First of all, the truth you don't want to hear, this is going to hurt your feelings, but the right is acting like a group of giant pussies that they call the left out for, and they blame the left for acting like this and like that. But yet right now, in this situation, since Charlie Kirk was murdered, assassinated, they are acting like the left. Charlie Kirk, yes, was murdered by a deranged homo. There's no fucking doubting that. However, I think it is a psyops, and I think there are government agencies, deep state involved to cause exactly what is happening right now. And then you got these crazy lefties and people like Antifa and celebrities and people like who are like nutcase brainwashed liberals talking shit and saying crazy stuff about Charlie Kirk dying. I get it. There are some sane people, like I said, saying wild stuff. But who cares? What are you, gay? Like, you talk about like blaming the left for being libtards and oh my god, they're so can't make jokes and all that. And I'm not saying there's no jokes being made about Charlie Kirk. I get it. They're saying some deranged, really kind of crazy stuff because these people are obviously insane. But like, who cares? They're words now. Like, so you're getting your feelings hurt now because Charlie Kirk, which I understand a lot of people are upset about, rightfully so. It's absolutely crazy. But now you got some crazy people saying crazy things, and they're all like, yeah, we need to cancel them, get them fired from their jobs. They're horrible people. Yeah, I get it. But a lot of this stuff that's being said is not even that bad. It's just stupid, brainwashed talking points from mainstream media from the left. Yes, there are some deranged people out there that should be fired, but a lot of people I'm seeing, it's like they're just saying words. You know, stop being so weak. Stop being so like easily manipulated by someone else's words. Like, you act like you're like some libtard. It's ridiculous. And then because of this, now you've got Pam Bondi, that's right, on the TV being interviewed saying we need to go after hate speech now.
There's free speech, and then there's hate speech. And there is no place, especially now, especially after what happened to Charlie, in our society.
Do you see more law enforcement going after these groups who are using hate speech and putting cuffs on people so we show them that some action is better than no action?
We will absolutely target you, go after you, if you are targeting anyone with hate speech, anything. And that's across the aisle.
I hate to break it to you. Hate speech is free speech. The only speech that is against the law, it isn't free speech, is a call to action for violence, or saying things like there's a fire in a movie theater when there isn't. You can't cause unrest. You can't cause crazy stuff to happen. You can't threaten people's lives. You can't put people's lives in danger by saying fake, crazy stuff. That isn't free speech. But saying you don't give a shit that Charlie Kirk is dead and I hope that his whole family dies isn't hate speech. That's mean speech, but it's free speech is what I'm trying to say. Saying you're going to go after them or saying that they should take people up like Hassan Piker has said that they should be killed or you should go out in the street, you should cause damage. That's different than saying, I'm glad he's dead. Do you understand that? Like, they can say anything you want. You can say mean shit all day.
Whatever. I hope your family dies in an automobile wreck.
But the left and the right is so blinded by their hate for each other, which is manufactured for the whole sake of divide and conquer. You don't realize that also manufactured by a lot of people who don't care about telling the truth as long as they just keep getting you guys to hit their videos, like their videos, donate to them, and make them money, because getting you all fired up left and right from different talking points that are manufactured is the whole point of these people on social media, is to keep you fired up to make money. And then the people who have actually set this fuse to this bomb that's exploding know that that's going to happen, because they don't care, because they want this to occur, because they know people will talk shit and they will become freaking blinded by their hate and also blinded by their chase for money to not actually seek the truth, to divide and conquer, to take more power. And that's exactly what's happening right now. When the United States Attorney General is in the interview talking about controlling speech, you've got issues. And now they're trying to normalize Donald Trump. I know the media talks a lot of shit and says stupid stuff about Trump, but now you got the media, and I understand that they have, obviously, they need to be held accountable for faking information or skewing. Like, I get it. I don't trust the media at all, but you're also going down a dangerous path when you have the President of the United States threatening the press. And I understand that they're fake news, a lot of them, but at the same time, not all of it. And you need to understand that you can't just do a massive swipe of everything and to put everything into one umbrella, because then you end up fucking everything up. And there will be no freedom of speech, no freedom of press. If Trump can go after the New York Times or ABC or CBC, that means they can come after you. They can come after me. They can come after anybody that they don't agree with what they're posting, because they've already set a precedent where they will sue other people for defamation. And the fact that you think the government is here to help you, like Ronald Reagan said, what is the most dangerous words? Like, hi, I'm with the government and I'm here to help you. Do you guys not remember the Patriot Act? Do you remember all this bullshit's passed by left and right to take away freedoms? Do you not recognize what is happening? Like, once again, understand, I don't agree with what people are saying about Charlie Kirk. I don't agree that there are people are talking shit. I don't agree with Jimmy Kimmel and what he says. I hate the guy. I hate media in general. But we have to be careful that we don't just throw the baby out with the bathwater, if you get what I'm saying. You can't just kill everything, because then these people who are in charge, that's what they want. You don't understand that. Like, look at the deals being done today with Donald Trump. All of it's tech, AI, Palantir. Do you guys understand what that is? Do you understand, like, mass surveillance with artificial intelligence is actually real with Palantir now? Do you understand that there's basically a war that's taking place between the left and the right? And it isn't about your freedoms. It isn't about my freedoms. It isn't about America great again. It's a fight between corporations and technocratic oligarchs.
American democracy under threat because of this stuff.
Under threat? Does it exist, Mark? I don't think it exists. It's
Say
a
more.
veneer. It's the end of the Roman Empire. You have the symbols, the iconography, and the language of a democracy, but internally, corporations and oligarchs have seized all of the levers of power. I looked at this election as a battle between corporatists and oligarchs. Corporatists, the Democrats, they want something very different from oligarchs. Corporatists want stability. They want decorum, the kind of decorum that Obama had or Bush had, or Bush was an idiot, but at least he had some, they could clean him up a little bit. And Biden, whatever his cognitive failings were, because they want stability, especially in terms of trade agreements, because they make investments overseas. Takes a while for a return on a profit. Corporatists want something different from oligarchs. Oligarchs are about chaos. They're about, as Steve Bannon said, deconstructing the administrative state. Why? Because it is a pure form of rentier capitalism.
Who was at his inauguration at the White House? Every single tech bro, Zuckerberg, fucking Bezos, every single social media company. Palantir now is best friends with Trump, which is going to be the biggest surveillance system in the world. Trump right now signing deals for $50 billion with AI and Department of Defense and infrastructure in the UK and America. And those are the oligarchs. It's technocratic. That is social media. That is AI. That's the right. It's nothing more to do with positions of power and control by different points of view. It's not left and right political ideologies. It's left and right control and money and the way the future is going to go. And I understand, listen, at the same time, the left does stupid things, the right does stupid things. Donald Trump is not all bad. He's not a reptilian shapeshifter, pedo. Listen, where are the files? Where are the files, okay? They do some good things. Donald Trump has done some good things. He is actually implementing some solid points. But that's the whole point as well. They can't just go all just like scorched earth and just, do nothing. They all have to have their talking points. They all have to play the game. They all have to have their side and my side. Like literally people on Twitter or on X social media, my team. They literally say, you go to your team. Like, bro, there is no team. There's us versus them. All these things that you're upset about, all these talking points, trans rights on the right, there'll be whatever right wing, like, I don't know, man. Whatever thing you're on the right that you're fired up about, the opposite of the left, are just points made up from each team that people can get attached to identify themselves with, so you can fight each other. Because left or right don't give a fuck about either of the things they're talking about. All they care about are the big things. It's like the parallels. Like, listen, all you watch Call of Duty videos. It's a parallel between Call of Duty content. You guys see, like, hey, they're going to take skins out of the game. They're going to make them more realistic. But they actually never deal with the actual meat and potatoes, like, the actual structure of the game, the matchmaking systems, the manipulation, the skill-based matchmaking, the cheaters. That's the real big stuff that really should be tackled, but never is ever tackled. It's just the little shit, and that's what politics is. None of the real big stuff is tackled. $10 trillion in the last 25 years for foreign wars. All right? That's not taxable income. That's national debt. They don't tax you for that. The taxes weren't increased. They didn't get that money from you. It's a huge con. You know where they get $10 trillion from? The Federal Reserve, which is not even federal. It's run privately. It was done back in the 1920s, 30s, a bunch of Jewish people and whatnot. Look into that. That's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. But you know what I'm saying? And that $10 trillion, you know what they could have done with that $10 trillion in the last 25 years on foreign wars? They could have made the greatest healthcare system in the entire world. They could have solved poverty. They could have solved homelessness. They could have made education free. They could have made the greatest infrastructure in the world with super trains running everywhere. They could have made America, all the cities, cleaned them up, could have increased jobs, given money to veterans, made life better, the best free medical system in the world, the best schooling systems with that $10 trillion. You don't understand how much $10 trillion is. You think, oh, billion, million, trillion. It's exponentially just so much money. And yet they could still, listen to this is what's crazy, they could have still had, after doing anything to make America the greatest thing for everybody involved, from low income to high income to everyone in between, all people, an actual utopian, a Christian nation, taking care of its people. That's what God preached. I'm talking about Christianity, but I don't see any goddamn gods left a long fucking time ago, boys. And they still would have had trillions of dollars left over. And that money isn't taxed. That's not just your tax money going to $10 trillion. That's like nonsense made up debt and just printing money and causing inflation, which makes your money worth less. They don't care. And people don't realize that. And they get caught up in this game and all this shit happens. And it's just ridiculous. And people don't see it. And they're like, my team. And people you got Barack Obama out here saying I agree. Barack Obama saying things like, listen, attacking the press and whatnot and filing billion-dollar lawsuits is not a good thing. And I totally agree. I think Barack Obama is a piece of shit. I think he's a war criminal, with his damn drone strikes. The guy wins the Nobel Peace Prize. It's such a scam. But sometimes people do say, from the left and right or right and left, depending upon what you're leaning and what you think, say good things, have points. But yet, no one wants to see it. They're blinded so much by their hate. The divide and conquer is working great. Psyopses are taking place every single day. And people are too stupid to see it. And you know what? Unless there's a revolution, boys, you know what? Everyone can just stick this up their ass and set fire to it because nothing's going to change. So, hey, man, cry all you want. But this is the facts, Jack, and I'm one of the only people out here really actually telling you the facts, because everyone else is just grifting. They don't care. They'll let the world burn because they're just going to keep getting clicks and make money, and the people in charge are happy to have them keep doing that because it just keeps pushing their agenda. It's a big circle jerk of bullshit, boys. Wake up. Thanks for watching. Coast of 8. Stay black. Question authority. And don't let honey cracker clean shape shifters build movie based on we can chill some levels of judgment towards some the behemoth goes to owls, flat moves fake owls will be held for the frogs gay white man. Bring you down.